Workers were cutting down trees when the giant rock beneath them was awakened to fall asleep peacefully again. The rock straightened up and moved to another spot to rest. But, unexpectedly, a rope suddenly dropped from the sky, latching onto it and pulling it away. In fact, it had once been a great mountain, but because it loved to sleep, it had slumbered for centuries. Over time, it shrank smaller and smaller, eventually becoming the small hill it was now. It wasn't until humans came to cut down trees that it was awakened. So, it moved to another place to sleep again. But once more, a rope caught it, dragging it off for grinding and processing. It was eventually turned into a millstone, spinning endlessly day after day, never to sleep again. Until one day, a group of soldiers found it and took it away. It was crushed by machines, becoming even smaller pieces. Afterward, it was polished and placed into a cannon. There, it was fired out, falling into the sea. But the ocean rejected it, pushing it back to the shore. It wandered alone into a village, where it saw a glove and decided to rest there. But just then, a large hand appeared. It was an archaeologist. Behind the stone, there was an ancient creature's fossil. From that moment on, it lived in a museum. Just when it thought this would be its forever home, the glass in the display case suddenly shattered, and the stone fell out, landing directly in a trash bin. It was then thrown away as garbage. A passerby saw it and tossed it into someone else's house. Rolling around, the small stone eventually ended up on a nearby road. Unexpectedly, a passing vehicle hit it, sending it flying once more. After being crushed by gears, the stone became even smaller. Exhausted, it decided to rest there. But then a road roller came by, crushing it into small pebbles. It was then swept into a pile of sand nearby. The small stone thought it could finally sleep in peace, but a sand digging machine started working, sending it up a conveyor belt. After being heated to high temperatures, it was processed into glass and placed on a satellite. However, due to human error, the satellite was destroyed and eventually crashed onto another planet. Over time, the small stone began to grow again, and new life appeared on this tiny planet.